Oh, I'm already getting comments. I'm not ready for this, guys. I'm not ready for this. Hold on. I'm sure I get it set up to where I can read comments from my iPad. That would make things much easier for me. Here we go. 24 people are already watching. Intense. Let's see. Let us see. Can everybody hear me? All that good stuff. Okay, you can obviously see me because I can see me. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to look at the comments. Comments, where are you? Live chat. Bam. Alright, cool. So 30 minutes before the stream started, I already got a question. And this is gonna be I'm gonna go into the story of like how everything happened in the storm, what happened, where I was it after the storm, during the storm, all that good stuff. That's gonna be later on. Right now, since I just started. I'm glad all of you are here, by the way. Thanks for coming and joining me. I'm gonna just answer whatever quick questions you guys have. I probably stream for maybe an hour, and yeah, I'll just go from there and see how things work out. But before I started streaming, someone says, "Look like he's got internet back." I am in Texas right now. I flew back yesterday. It was such a crazy, crazy, hectic adventure because I guess I already told you guys in the video, if you've watched that already, that Javier picked me up, and I had no plans to go back to Texas yesterday. It just kind of happened, and it all worked out. But it was just kind of like really quick for me, and I was not ready. And I'm running on. Last night was the first night I got sleep in 3 days, so I was running on 4 hours of sleep. And last night I maybe got 6 or 7 hours, so I'm feeling a little better today. And yeah, it was. We'll get some more sleep tonight because I'm exhausted. I worked out in the. I extended the Puerto Rican farm over to my dad's house. We're getting some garden beds going. We're gonna plant all the winter stuff that we're gonna plant. It's like cabbage, broccoli, uh, onions, garlic, stuff like that. That's all going in the ground very soon. We were putting up a fence to keep all the chickens out, and that was kind of what I did today. Clearing out old beds. Finish that up maybe tomorrow or the next day, because tomorrow I'm going to visit with my grandmother and my aunt. I'm meeting them for lunch, and we're just gonna chat and do stuff like that. So I might not get to work too much tomorrow, but we'll see how much I can get done in the morning before I get picked up at 9 o'clock. Um, I haven't been. I didn't vlog today. I vlogged yesterday. Yesterday's video was actually from yesterday, so I stayed up till 10:30 or 11 or something like that to get the video up, just so you could see and be up to date with what I'm doing. And yeah, I thought that would be cool. And then today is actually today because it's a live stream. And then tomorrow I'm not going to be vlogging either, really because I'm catching up with family. I don't really feel like vlogging, but I have all the footage that I have compiled from Maria before and after and during. It isn't much because, like I said in my video after the storm, I kind of just wanted to be there and experience it and take part of it. But during the storm and preparation stuff like that, I think I have at least a few clips to where I can make a video for you guys to see what happened. It's pretty intense. There's some intense moments I caught on camera, so get pumped for that. That'll probably be up tomorrow or the next day, or probably tomorrow. I want to keep posting videos every single day while I'm here, at least, because when I get back to Puerto Rico, who knows if I will have internet or cell phone or anything like that. I'm going to be here for about a week, tentatively, maybe more, probably not less, because Cindy, my friend, she's in Florida right now, or no, today's Monday. She'll be in Florida tomorrow, and I want to maybe try to schedule going back into San Juan, the airport that we flew out of, the same day that she is going to be back. So maybe we can figure out a ride together back and it'd be easier for both of us if we could do that. So I'm gonna see when she's going back, and I'll probably try to plan to be in the airport on the same day she is to kind of make things easier for that. And what was I talking about? Who knows? Yeah, so that's kind of the game plan right now. I'm not living in Texas forever. I'm just here for a short little while. I really wanted to see family. Some family really wanted to see me. I didn't get to talk to my family for 2.5 weeks. No communication, nothing. Nobody knew I was alive, and that just must have been super, super intense for everyone here. I can't. I didn't live through that part of it, so I can't like. I just saw what the joy that people had when they saw me for the first time after the storm. Oh man, I didn't even check to see if y'all can hear me, so I really, really hope y'all can hear me. Oh well. But yeah, yeah, I had a really good day today. I had a really good day today. Today's day 2 in Austin, back home. It feels so weird to be here. It really does. This is my room from my freshman year in high school until into my sophomore year, and then I moved to the bigger room over there. But I haven't I slept in this room last night, and I haven't slept in this room in 6 years. So that was kind of weird because I used to sleep here every night. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna start going into your questions and stuff because I haven't even read the chat yet. I've been throwing my heart out for you guys. But and K Vlogs, hey, hello. Life on a Yo-Yo, hello. It's me, Hayden. I am Ethan Barberry. Glad you're okay. Thanks, man. I'm glad I'm okay too. I'm very fortunate. Am I doing okay? Yes, I am doing very okay. I'm very happy. I'm very fortunate. I try to be as positive as possible in every situation. I've been really good. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Marcy Falls, glad you're okay. Thank you. Nita, hello. How are you? Alan Francis, cool shades. Awesome to see you too. Life on a Yo-Yo. Happy to see you, and thanks for stopping by. How are you? I'm great. Just answered that. Are you selling your farm? No, I am not selling my farm. I think I just kind of went over that. I'm just staying here for a little while. I'm just visiting. Yesterday's title was kind of clickbait, which kind of like sucks too because all my videos that I've been making about Hurricane Maria are not getting advertisement money, which was, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I think YouTube put up a flag. If it's anything about the hurricane, since they're getting so many views or whatever, they don't want their advertisers to. So the people are more interested in the hurricane than they are the ad. I don't know how it's all working, but it's kind of dumb in my opinion. But uh, I didn't post a video for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, so a few more days isn't gonna hurt. We can hear you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Message retracted. Our resources is Puerto Rico as scattered. Oh, Puerto Rico is not as bad as the news is saying. In no way, shape, or form is as bad as it being made out to be. I didn't get any news broadcasts, any information from the outside world until like the first time I made a phone call, which was, to call my family. And the stuff they were telling me was like, no, that's not how things are going. They're still saying it's all flooded underwater. No, it's not. It's really not that bad. Where are you now? I'm in Austin, Texas, at my dad's house. Do you think you will go back to Puerto Rico in the near future? Yes, I just answered that. I'm only here temporary. It's not permanent. I'll be here for like a week maybe. Do you think Puerto Rico will recover from this? Yes, Puerto Rico will recover from this. This has happened in the past. This isn't the first major hurricane that's ever hit Puerto Rico. If anything, it's going to make the island better, stronger. I had a really good experience after the storm, lots of good experiences after the storm, and I don't think it's necessarily a negative thing for the island. I think it's probably a good thing for the island that this happened. I mean, kind of. There's negatives and there's positives, but that's life, you know. You got good, you got bad, and there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad, but there's a lot of good that would have never happened if this didn't happen. Are you okay? I love your channel. I am okay. Thank you. I love your I love your thumbnail. Let's go, Winton. How scary was the storm for you? I don't know. There was times, like I said, I had some video clips, and you'll see them whenever I post that video. I was like up there in front of the glass door, and then this giant gust of wind came, and it was like the whole door kind of like bent in, and there's weird. Overall, it wasn't bad, you know. I just kind of like bunkered down. I slept through a lot of it, just napped, and there was nothing to do. So you just kind of like your mind drifts away, and you just relax. And I was in a concrete house, so it is what it is. Tanner Rescue, my brother. Hello, Tanner. Um, I'm glad you can't hear me. Talk louder. Do I need to talk louder? How about you turn your volume up? How does that sound? I hope and pray everything will get better soon in Puerto Rico because I saw the love you had for the people and how proud you are of the land there. Blessings. Yeah, I mean, it'll get better. And even if it doesn't get better, that's my home. Puerto Rico is now my home. I'm going back there no matter what. I wouldn't care if, like, all the mountains were leveled and I kind of just had, like, oh, this is my property right here on this flat land that used to be a giant mountain. I, it's still my home, you know. I'd be there. I'm only here just to visit family and, you know, spend time with people I haven't seen. I haven't seen my family in almost a year, guys. And it's a good time. I'll be back here during Christmas time, and yeah, I'll be here a couple more times in the near future. But it's really good to see everyone. He's speaking at the perfect volume. Cool. Scream and shout and let it all out. Hey, Rachy, how are you? Are you still planning on coming to Puerto Rico? What are your thoughts about what's going on? Are you scared? Glad to see you going back. Yes, I'm going back. Yeah, man. Did you bring some exotic fruits with you? I brought some bananas. Some really, really good bananas I've never had before. I think they're called Blue Java. And I saved one for my brother, but I haven't even seen my brother yet. I thought he was going to come by today, and I was hoping he would because I bought durians yesterday from the Asian market here, and I ate a whole durian by myself, and it was literally so good. But I was hoping my brother would be right here, or right here, wherever I have more space to do the live stream with me, but he's not, and I got a whole durian to myself, and yeah, no complaining. I got two more durians as well. I thought about eating on live stream, but it's too late for me to eat, so I was like, nah, I'll just eat it now, and I'll I'll live stream later and I'll have plenty of stuff to talk about. So I'm sure a lot of you have lots of questions. What was the storm like? It was intense, but it was okay. It wasn't bad. How bad was the farm affected, my friend? The farm, okay, so basically all the big trees on our property, which weren't many, we lost. We had an avocado tree, and then we had two avocado trees and some other stuff. Some guanabana trees, soursop, and coffee trees are down. All the bananas are gone. The roof that me and my brother spent so much time on, so much energy on, so much money on, and the electricity under it completely got twisted up, and it's no more. But you'll see that tomorrow when I post the video of after the storm. It's incredible what it did. It literally ripped the concrete columns out of the ground. That's how strong the wind was. But other than that, we didn't really have much on the farm yet, thankfully. All my baby trees, crossing my fingers, are alive right now. I didn't plant those on the property yet. I had this crazy feeling not to plant anything before, like just this instinctual feeling not to plant all the trees that we had on the farm that we bought. And I'm glad I didn't because they would have all been destroyed if I did. So, what's your favorite Puerto Rican food? Uh, Durian. I don't know. I don't really eat cooked food. So it'd be a fruit, and I love bananas. I love all fruit. So can I say fruit? Is fruit my answer? Fruit's my answer. Your parents needed to see you, so it's good that you'll have for a few weeks. Yes, I think it's good that I came back for a little while. Washington State has been thinking about you. Maybe you can get a sponsor from Adidas. If anybody knows anyone from Adidas that wants to sponsor me and buy some fruit trees that I can plant, go ahead and send them my email. It's down below, and I'll take that sponsorship. What are your thoughts on Mr. Musk bringing solar systems to the island? Um, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I think solar panels are a really good idea in general. I actually got a solar panel right after this. So I bought it before the storm and had it a week after the storm once the post offices started going again. Really, why you have the balls to say Puerto Rico is not that bad? Because it's not. I lived through the whole storm. I lived there 3 weeks after the storm, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to see my family. I mean, I don't really have a reason to be here other than that. I would love to be on my farm right now planting trees, but unless you were there, I mean, yeah, some people had it bad. But like I said, life's good and bad, so you can't you can't just lean on what the news is telling you. And even the people that live there, when they all they do is watch the news and listen to the radio, all they're doing is spitting out like complete other lies, of stuff that's not going on. So that's another story. Hey Hayden, are you looking for a girlfriend because you have great hair? I do have pretty great hair, don't I? I'm just kidding. Um, Hello, Flurry. How are you? Yes, it's awesome. I get to see my family. I almost cried thinking you were gone. I want to meet you before we both die. RL, I would love to meet you too. Thanks for the emotion. Thanks for caring about me that much. That really means a lot to me. What's up, Ponce? Yeah, I'm coming back to the island. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. I'll be back soon. This is Tanner's girlfriend, and we are watching you. What are some mangosteens? Hayden, it's ever too late. Mangosteens are one of the best fruits ever. They're like little purple balls with little green nubs on top. On the inside, it's like this white fleshy goodness, and that's what mangosteen is. They're so good. Blue Javas. Yes, blue Javas are good. How long did the actual storm last? So, believe it or not, the storm started like 4 or 5 hours before I knew it was because we lost phone service and everything the night before the storm came for some reason, or I did where I live because I live out in the middle of nowhere. Um, so I was ready for the storm to be there at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and it started hitting about 9 o'clock in the morning. Just the prelim stuff, and it got really bad around 11, and it was super bad from about 11 to 8 or 9 o'clock that night. I would say, like it was you couldn't go outside at all, and the wind was still pretty crazy. After that, like 3 days after, Maria just seemed to stay there because you could see the clouds spinning up above, and you get these random like hurricane force winds that just blew out of nowhere. It was really, really weird. No coffee? Coffee? Do you like coffee? I don't like coffee. Yes, I'm coming back to the island. I'm glad to hear that you're saying God bless you. Continue to stay positive, my friend. Lots of love. Thank you. I'm staying as positive as I can. I have nothing to complain about right now. I mean, I'm like, I'm where I grew up. I don't have any, I mean, nothing has, other than where I'm at geographically right now, nothing's really changed with my attitude of life, you know. I don't, everything is going really well. Does your family not want you to go back? Um, Surely, like they want me to do whatever I want to do that makes me happy, but I'm sure parts of pieces and bits deep down they don't want me to go just because that's what family does, you know. But I think they're okay with me being in Puerto Rico. How devastated was Las Marias? Um, well, we're not gonna have electricity or water. I would say it's gonna be about 6 months to a year before we have electricity or water. Doesn't really matter or affect me. It doesn't matter to me or affect me too much. But that's gonna be a long time without like the things that people usually take way for granted. And I mean, like I'm okay with it. But then other than that, you know, all the trees, you know, it was completely. The first time I walked outside after the storm, I looked around and I was like, where did everything go? It was like toothpicks were sticking out of the ground. There's not a leaf on any single tree that you saw. Most of the trees were falling over. It was lots of landslides and stuff. But other than that, Las Marinas, you know, it just fared as well as any other town on the island. We were able to get to Mayaguez like 2 days after the storm. You could drive there very sketchily on one lane parts that were like hand shoveled, and but I didn't go. I stayed at home. I did not drive anywhere. I couldn't drive anywhere actually because there was this big giant tree about the size of my car that fell down into the road that I live on, and we had to work for a few days just to even get out of our driveway. But I did leave, but I walked, and I will tell you the story about that in a little bit, about what happened after and all that stuff. Do you have fruit trees back home? I do, but they're little babies and they need to be planted, and I hope they're living right now. I hope the sun doesn't kill them. I'm moving out there May, hopefully sooner. You were there and you could see the devastation, so my question is, so you think by March or May I can take my family out there? You can take your family out there right now, especially if you're just going to like San Juan. You can get to any metro city along the coast. San Juan has cell phone service, power, water, um, everything. You know, it's like almost a storm didn't even hit, other than the, I mean, all the buildings in San Juan are concrete. They just got a little dirty. You know, that's what San Juan seems like. I wasn't in San Juan, so I don't know. I hear bad stories about what happened in San Juan, but I would say if you're going on vacation in Puerto Rico at this point and you're just going to San Juan, there's no reason you shouldn't, because you know everything's open, everything has power. You can get phone service, you can get internet. It's not that bad. Scariest part of the storm for me, I wouldn't say the scariest part, but not knowing when it was gonna end, because it, like I said earlier, just kind of like went on and on and on and on. Never seemed to go away. How scared were you, or were you even scared at all? The only time I got scared was when I was standing in front of the window and I got this huge wind gust and it like bent the door in, and I got that on camera, so you'll see that. But other than that, I wasn't really scared at all. I was after the storm. I was more scared for my family being scared that I was hurt, and because I couldn't communicate to anyone. So I guess that I'm from the Dominican Republic, so maybe you can switch islands if you ever want to switch settings. I thought about it. I thought about I don't have a passport at this point, but I was thinking about while I'm in Austin, apply for my passport and maybe get it before or get it mailed to me before I leave. And yeah, might as well. And I would love to come visit the Dominican Republic. I've always wanted to go. I love you and your channel. Please stay safe, and I'm so glad that you're okay. And it warms my heart that people like you who are brave enough to last through Hurricane Maria. Thank you. Be honest, was I scared? No. Just for what I told you a second ago. Um, the Cocorodos. Oh, that's your last name. I was like, what is it? What is it? Corcado. What? Corcado. Is it Corcado? Corcados. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you. They said that they didn't want people coming to Puerto Rico unless you're bringing relief. So for now, our trip is canceled, not in December, but we are coming at a later date. 2 parts. Okay, well, fair enough. Let me know when you come. I'd still love to know what's going on with you guys. Thank you for telling what's really going on in Puerto Rico. Don't mind people upset because of you ruining the prescribed narrative. Thanks. I mean, I'm just as honest as I can be. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to people just for dramatization or whatever. Is there a vegetable you can't eat raw because it's not safe or tastes bad raw? Um, Potatoes? I don't know. I'm sure there is, but I can't think of any on the top of my head that I eat on a regular basis, at least, or see on a regular basis. You can't steal him from us, lol. Just kidding. I love Dominican people. My grandmother is flying down because food and water are scarce. Glad you're okay. Stay positive. My aunt lost everything. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, everything on my farm is just completely gone. The roof and the electricity and all that stuff, but I can understand that. I'm fortunate enough. I'm not picky about the water I drink. I was drinking water. I just went to a spring. There was a spring on the side of the road, really close to my house, where I was getting all my water from. I had plenty of food stockpiled. I mean, I didn't hurt for anything during the storm. I just stayed bunkered down, and I got to meet all my neighbors. All my neighbors speak English, and I've seen and talked to these people, or tried talking to these people many, 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 many times. But they didn't speak English to me until the storm when we were all working together. So that was kind of weird to me. I ask in all seriousness, when you get back to your place, will you need some help? I may have some time free and help out. See, there's not much that got damaged that I can fix right now. The only thing I'm doing when I get back is I'm gonna start planting all my trees. All my trees need to be planted right now or very, very soon whenever I get back. And I'm gonna start digging holes. I'm gonna start making it happen. I'm gonna start planting. I have like 30 or 40 trees, and I really just want to start planning out my property. But there's not much that I could use help with other than like physical labor, which would be nice. But I'm totally okay to manage by myself. It's nothing pressing. I would love to have you come though. I'm glad I answered your question, and thank you so much for your positive words, Omi. Omi 878-279. Thank you. Raichi, the hotels are not even expecting reservations well into November, even though we already had them. That's cutting it so close. We're coming first week of. Oh, okay. Wow. Are the hotels? Are they like doing refugee stuff or something? I don't keep up with the news at all. I have no idea what's going on with that. I missed your live because I was eating, but I'm watching now. Well, welcome, Brittany. I love these girls from your video when you were going to move to PR. They are hot. Say hi to them. What video? Hello, Hayden. Glad you are safe and home. Thank you, Elaine. Eileen. I did this last time. That name just like throws me off. How's Javier doing? Javier's doing really good. I talked to him yesterday after I got off the plane, and he's doing all right, I would say. Still thinking of buying the shipping container. I know now I don't want a wooden house. Yeah. Um, I'm definitely not building a wooden house or anything out of metal again. If I do anything, it's going to be a shipping container. So I saw a lot of shipping containers that just didn't even move. Nothing happened to it. Good job, shipping container, for doing your job. Or build something out of concrete, small and portable and easy like that. But shipping container is still a pretty good idea. Would you consider getting a satellite phone in the future? Uh, I don't even know what a satellite phone is. My dad was telling me I need to get a satellite phone, or he'll get me a satellite phone, but I don't know what that is. Like, isn't a cell phone a satellite phone? Satellite phone. I'm a better electrician than your brother Tanner. Sure you are. It kind of sucks. I think Hayden's idea of a no money society is really cool. And I think he can do it very well in Dominican Republic. Yeah. In places, one of the reasons why I chose Puerto Rico was the fact that I didn't have to have a passport to go there. And like rent and like the cost of living is relatively cheap. But if I had a passport or in the Dominican Republic, or if I go to like Ecuador or somewhere, that's really, really low cost of living, and I could still make YouTube videos, and the little money that I do make on YouTube could like support me like completely, I would have done that. But to get like a visa, like a long-term visa, and buy the land and like be able to stay there, it's not the process I wanted to go through. I was glad I can go to Puerto Rico. I can be out in the middle of nowhere, out in the mountains, grow everything that I want to grow, and then drive 45 minutes and have a shopping mall and have a grocery store. I mean, if I could buy a different property, it'd be a little bit further, like in the middle of nowhere. But hindsight 2020. Did anyone help from Gov? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Oh, help me? No, not personally, no. I'm sure they help lots of people though. We think they are hosting FEMA and National Guard. Oh, gotcha. So all the hotels are hosting that. That makes sense. Is there only one way to go from here? And it's up. Yes, there is only one way to go from here, and it's up or forward or keep moving. Don't worry about it. It's happened. It's in the past. We have what we have in front of us right now, and we got to live it. We can't sit there and have this life living in front of us while we're living in the past. Does that make sense? Just keep going. That's all you can do. Colin Mac, hello. Thank you. Colin. Have you had tamarindo? Yes, I love tamarind. Tamarindo. Tamarind in English. It's you can only eat so much of it. One time I ate too much and it burnt my mouth, and I do that every time I eat it actually. I'll sneak you into the country Americans don't need visas. In the Dominican Republic, or you don't have to have a visa. Satellite phones are super expensive, maybe $100 a week. Depends on the business use, tax deductions. Not my area of expertise. Oh yeah, that seems kind of ridiculous. Take care, Hayden. Talk to you soon. Love your vlogs. Always stay positive, and this island needs you now. Or it. Oh, this positive Always say positive. This is what, yeah, something like that. You can thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks. I always enjoy seeing your comments. You will know when we are planning on coming. We stay in touch. Thank you. Are you still keeping the house in Puerto Rico? We don't have a house in Puerto Rico. We're house sitting for people right now, and their house is pretty much fine, like nothing happened. But I'm in Austin, Texas right now. If you're just tuning in, I'm not in Puerto Rico anymore. Anymore for now. Glad you're okay. Enjoy your unexpected Texas vacations. Thank you. I know there was a time when you had some high electric bill. How did that turn out? Well, hurricanes happened. I planned before Irma's when I got that bill, and I was planning on going, and I did go, and they were closed. And then that next Monday, Irma hit, and then they were closed all that week, and then they were all busy, and then Maria hit, and now there's no electricity, and there's not gonna be electricity for a long time. So as far as that bill goes, I don't know. Still not gonna pay it no matter what. It's ridiculous. Dual citizenship. I need to marry a Dominican Republic girl so I can get dual citizenship. And then, so if you're Dominican, you live in Dominican Republic, and you want to get married, and you want to be a U.S. citizen, hit me up. Just kidding. I didn't say that because I want to marry a Thai girl for that reason. Missed you. Sending hugs from Texas. Asa. Asa. I missed you too. Theo. Thank you. Texas. Texas is as good as ever. It's like the perfect time to be here for me because it's not cold and rainy yet. We're supposed to get a cold front tomorrow. Man, cold. Being in the AC again kind of sucks. I hate the AC. Ugh. My dad likes it so cold. Don't tell him, but I just turned the AC off so I could sit here and comfortably. The vent's like right there and be blowing on me the whole time, so I just turned it off, and he's probably gonna be like coming here sweating. Dude, why'd you turn the AC off? I'd be like, it's cold in here. I got a jacket on and clothes. I got clothes on. That's not normal for me, guys. Am I going back to Puerto Rico? Heck yes. I'm only here for like a week or so. Hey Gringo, glad to see you. Okay, don't forget the t-shirts, videos I sent you. You need to make some moolah so you can build your house soon. I already have USA Dominican citizenship, but I'll marry you. Okay, come over. We'll get it done. Yes, there's been so much going on with Maria and all that stuff. I do want to make shirts. I do absolutely. In the future, I want to make some like super cool, like positive message vegan vlog shirts. And my friend Ramon, Ramon Pagan, one of those two. Um, he sent me a bunch of videos on how I could do that, set it up online, design it, all that stuff. And I really want to do it, but who knows when I'll have internet back in Puerto Rico. So let's like use this time that I have for what it is, for now at least. Um, yeah, soon, maybe. We all buy shirts from me. It was funny when you guys were walking, a guy drove by and said, "This town sucks." Did you ever hang out with the girls in PR? Yeah, that was hilarious. Me and Javier were in downtown Maricao, and Javier got out his camera. He's like, "Well, all right, we made it to the beautiful town of Las Marias." And then a car drove by, and this kid yelled out the window, "This town sucks!" Can we send you mail? Yes, the post offices are open, and I've been getting mail. I've got my solar panel and all kinds of good stuff. in the mail since the storm. It was about a week and a half before I was able to get any mail. So glad you're doing good and survived, Maria. Thank you. Ramon's gonna buy shirts from me. The one that gave me the idea to do it is gonna buy shirts from me. Alright. They're coming soon. Alright, that's 2 people. Shirts are happening, guys. Shirts in the near future. Get pumped for them. But anyway, it's been 40 minutes already. Holy moly macaroni. I'm not gonna read comments for a little bit. For as long as it tells me to take the story, because I wanna do this right. I wanna give a fair representation of what happened during the storm or after the storm or just my whole experience in general from start to beginning. But what I want to do is set up this camera as well as this camera. Oh, good news before I start that. This is the camera Javier gave me. Thank you, Javier. Javier is awesome. I love Javier. Stuff HD. Thank you. He also gave me this tripod, which is amazing. I have so much gratitude for Javier, honestly. He's been one of the most helpful people. But yeah, my Canon G7X, my old camera that I used to use for my blog, that's like super good quality. It's been broken for about 6 months now, and I've been just like putting it off. I was like, I'm gonna take it to Texas with me. I'm gonna fix it whenever I go back to Texas. And now I'm in Texas. I brought the camera back with me, and I was like, okay, let's go get this done. Let's go spend however much of it's not too much to get it fixed. But apparently they don't work on Canon G7Xs, and they don't sell replacement parts for it all. So what's wrong with it is this thing right here. I can just show you. Hold on. Canon G7X. So you hit the on button, watch it work, and then it just says that lens error doesn't turn on. So this thing is just like completely trashed. But gist of the story is I can send this into Canon. I talked to them today, and they take any camera back. It's like a trade-in. They don't repair them, they don't do anything. They just send you a new one. Not a new one's probably refurbished or whatever they do with it. But it's only $250, which isn't very bad at all. Because I was planning on, before Javier sent me this camera, I was planning on spending like $300 on it, like a camera just like this one, which is the price point. But for $250, I can just get this one replaced, and this one is really good, and I think it'll be totally worth it to just, have a really good camera to make my vlogs and stuff. Thought I'd share that with you. Okay, let's set this camera up. Ah! Ah! So if you're watching this now, you're probably going to get to watch this twice if you watch the video I make for it. But this one's going to be better because it's not going to have this in the way. Gotta get camera prepared. This is like behind the scenes right now. Y'all are seeing a behind the scenes vegan vlog video. Y'all exclusive. Exclusive. I'm gonna do this just like I would be doing it if I was recording a video, so it's gonna be weird for you guys. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am gonna talk about what exactly happened to me while Maria was going on and what happened after, and just my whole experience with the entire situation of Hurricane Maria after I lived through it in Puerto Rico and lost so much stuff. And it's kind of like completely opposite of what everybody on the news and people have been throwing out there, because I'm just kind of a backwards person. But this is my experience. This is what happened. So basically, the storm blew in at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning in Las Marias when I started getting like the first initial bursts of wind and craziness. And I was up at like 6 o'clock that morning because I just couldn't sleep. Hurricane was coming. And I was like, yeah, time to get up. And I didn't expect the storm to be there till like noon. And after that, I mean, after about 9 o'clock, I just kind of like laid there. There was really nothing to do until about noon or 1 or something like that when the storm like was dead on top of us, like blowing crazy wind. And I was going upstairs, and I had these big glass doors in the back, and they weren't covered or anything. So I was sitting out there, I was watching them kind of from like behind a wall, like peeking around and watching this 150, 200-mile-an-hour wind just blowing in and hammering this glass door and like bending it in and spraying water everywhere. Uh, it was incredible. And sometime at one point, it blew so hard that I like freaked out and ran downstairs. It was that intense. But as I was watching this, I started noticing that the whole upstairs was just completely flooding. And by the end of the storm, we had like this much water standing on the first or second floor of our house, or the house we're staying in. The whole bottom floor was just had about not as much water, but it still had a little bit of water in there, and it was just crazy, crazy in that sense. It wasn't there was nothing I was scared of like coming like try like killing me or anything. There was no fear of that whatsoever. Um, it was just very crazy to be able to sit there and watch that. We had another. I don't know if y'all remember, but I put boards up on two other glass doors that face the other direction towards my neighbor's house. I literally watched his whole roof fly off during the storm. I just happened to walk up there, and I peeked under because it ripped the boards off I forgot to mention that. It ripped the boards out of the wall completely, or the bottom one at least. And I saw it, and I'll never get to see a roof flying off from wind probably in my entire life ever again. That was one of the cooler experiences. Um, but not cooler, but my neighbor's fine. My neighbor's perfectly okay. And yeah, that was during the storm, and there's nothing you can really do, but we didn't have any electricity, and I was just kind of like, laying around doing nothing. So until about 9 o'clock that night, the storm was still raging pretty hard, and it took maybe 2 or 3 days before it was completely gone. But the next day, it was settled down enough. The whole neighborhood got together. We had this big giant tree that fell down into our road that blocked everyone in, kept us all in. So we worked like 10 hours the first day. The second day, I left my house because there was no way I could drive anywhere, and I was just worried, absolutely sick about my friend Cindy. She lives by herself in on this driveway that has landslides, and I she has a big mountain. Here's her house, right, and there's this mountain right here that could just slid right into her house, and I was just freaking out. So first I wanted to walk to the farm too, so I walked to the farm. I see the roof and total shatters the roof me and my brother built. The electricity wires and stuff my brother spent all that time putting up is just all twisted up, and the whole roof looks like a teepee. It's all twisted up like that now. It's pretty crazy. Ripped the concrete out of the ground, and all the avocado trees were gone. I was like, no. So I picked up a bunch of avocados. I left the house maybe 7 o'clock in the morning the second day after the storm, and I got to the farm at 2. It took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to the farm, and then from there it was just all the roads like to get to Cindy's house were just completely destroyed. There was walk. I'd say it was walkable, but it was hardly walkable. Um, There's landslides, mud deeper than I am tall. There was I had to at some points I had to go into people's houses and use their house as a way to get around landslides that just like demolish their house. And I walked past these giant landslides going down the mountains that just ate away the whole road. So there's like this big hole where the road used to be, and it just slid down. And I swear this thing was the biggest one I saw. I could not even describe to you in words what it was like seeing. It was like seeing a IMAX movie or something, where it was just like huge, big, gone. I mean, it was incredible. So, and you're just seeing all the trees down. I was sitting there like army crawling under hundreds of trees that were falling over into the road. Not hundreds, 10 or 15 trees, like big giant trunks. Uh, it ended up taking me 10 hours to make it like 5 miles. And honestly, that was one of the best experiences of my life, was going on that little adventure. I did it completely barefoot. I didn't have shoes on the entire time. I was crawling under commando under trees, seeing all these crazy things you would never. It was like living in The Walking Dead without the zombies. It's just this crazy stuff you would never imagine seeing. Walking down these like destroyed roads that are like completely overgrown, like in The Walking Dead, how like their kind of stuff was. And but it was real. I was there. I was walking. I was doing it, and it's crazy. So that whole walk was just like a crazy good experience for me, just to be able to experience it. And I ended up making it to Cindy's, maybe like, I don't remember what time I got there. It was late. It was getting dark. Um, and I stayed there for the night. She was okay. She had some landslides, but nothing too bad. And then I stayed the night, and then I got up the next day and I walked for another 5 hours. I went back the other way, and I made it to a main road. And at that point, there was cars driving, so I ended up getting a ride for most of the way. So it was another like 5 hours of walking. So I walked 15 hours total in a span of 2 days, and that was, like I said, just life changing. That whole walking experience was life changing, and the fact that I got to see the stars, like I've never seen stars before in my entire life, because the whole island didn't have power, right? After the storm blew through, the clouds were gone. Again, it was like a movie. It's like something you've never seen before, unless you live in the middle of nowhere, like middle of nowhere. But I've never seen it. And I got to do that every night. I got to collect all my own spring water. I got to meet all my neighbors. I got to do all this amazing stuff after the storm, and never once after the storm at all did I ever feel like I needed anything. Like, I honestly felt like I had too much. I was giving away food that I knew I could not I had like 200 avocados sitting on my floor at one time, because I like to pick things up, and there's so many avocado trees down, I wasn't gonna let them go to waste. So I was like getting avocados, distributing to people, meeting new people. There's there was The only part that really bothered me was not being able to talk to my family for 2.5 or 3 weeks or whatever it ended up being. I got a message to him maybe a week and a half after the storm through my friend Juan that was staying in San Juan, that came back out, and I said, "Can you send a text message for me?" Um, and he ended up being able to do that. And other than that, it was just a very simple way of life. Whenever in my life again will I have the opportunity to live without electricity, without water, without cell phone, without internet? Ever, like by choice? I mean, not by choice, and be able to experience those things and learn what it's like to live a real life. Because cell phones and internet and all that stuff is not real life. We're living in it's society. It's where we are right now or whatever. But it's not like what we've done for most of the the time that humans have been here. Technology is a relatively new thing, and it feels really good to be able to have experienced that at least once in my life. And that's how I want things to be. I want it to be to where I collect all my own water. Grow all my own food. Everybody works together. Everyone was so generous. Everyone was so giving. Everyone was so hardworking. Everyone was outside every night talking to each other. Everyone was at each other's houses cooking together, having, you know, group interaction that never happens because everyone stays inside and watches TV and watches, they stay distracted. This is how we distracted ourselves, was getting closer to the community and everyone around us. That was just incredible to me. And yeah, 2.5 weeks later, I had cell phone again. So that day, I spent like 5, 6 hours talking to people. I got a hold of all the people that needed to get a hold of, and shoot, like 5 days later, here I am in Texas. Or six, I don't know how many days it's been. I think it's been a week since I was able to make a phone call. Since last Tuesday, I believe. But days just, they blur together for me, and uh, during this time, I didn't see any news. I didn't hear about any of the negative bullcrap that the news is throwing out there and making Puerto Rico seem like the worst thing in the world. But in every situation, there's bad and there's good, and all they want to do is show the bad. They're not showing all the families, all the communities, everyone that came together to work to clear these roads, to get people where they needed to be, to bring people things that couldn't do it. Humans are beautiful. We work, if we're not being distracted by other things and we work and come together, things happen, guys. Things happen that it's just, it's unreal. It is unreal what can happen when we all come together. So yeah, that was my experience. Here I am in Texas. I'm visiting my family for a week. I'm ready to get back to Puerto Rico. I'm ready to plant all my trees, and who knows what the future will hold. But hopefully I'll be able to keep posting videos, and hopefully you guys stay interested. But I'm not leaving Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is my home now, and I think everyone on the island, everyone that's lived on the island that's Puerto Rican, that accepts me as one of their own, and I feel very accepted now, especially after the storm, through all my neighbors and everyone. It's such a beautiful community, and yeah, that's my story about Maria, guys. Like I said, it's a little backwards compared to what other people say, but I really did enjoy my time after the storm. The whole storm in general was a blessing for me, and I hope a lot of people can relate to that, even if they do keep up with the news and stuff like that. I hope that they can see my side of it and not attack what I'm saying without listening or hearing what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I had a great day. I hope you guys had a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. No hate, just love. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. All right. That was it. That was my story. That was my story. So much hate I get for this. If you want to send me mail, you can send me mail. Mail is open. I don't know if I've been to Humacao. Maybe I drove through, but I'm not 100% sure. It's an idea. A shirt with your picture that says "I survived Maria 2017." I'll buy one and put it in for 5. Actually, I survived Hurricane. No, I don't think I'd do something like that. That'd be funny. Cell service in Las Marias was pretty much it wasn't doable. I had to drive up to the top of the mountain. It wasn't very far from my house, but it was the only place in Las Marias in my area that you could possibly get any kind of cell phone service, and it was really bad. To try and make a phone call, I had to dial the number like 30 times for it to even go through, and then you just like hope and pray that the person is like gonna answer it, because if he doesn't, they're gonna try to call back and they can't call back, and you have to try 30 more times maybe, and it's a big mess. Are you ready to air layer some trees? Oh, that's my dad. Yes, I'm ready to air layer some trees. I'm ready to get some durians in the ground, some durians in the air. If you ever see big fish comment on my videos, that's my dad. Now you know. Bow Mary, hello. I'm a cool person. Thank you. I don't think so, but I'm glad you think I'm cool. It's awesome that you could have a positive experience out of something traumatic. Yeah, that's the only way to live life, really. God bless you. You're one of those people that find beauty in everything. I try. Well done, young Jedi. Use the Force. Awesome. Glad that you're okay. Yeah, man. I thought you'd be down. I was hoping that like maybe for whatever reason you get deployed to Puerto Rico and you'd like come army crawling trying to find me off in Las Marias. That would have been cool. Mike McCones, what's up, man? I'm heading there as of what I know now in December. How are things when you left? I just started watching. You're sorry if it was asked. Uh, Things when I left were, almost. They're not back. There's nowhere near back to normal. But there's no power. There's no water. There's no phone service. When I got to San Juan for the first time ever, it was like nothing happened. They had power. They had water. They had cell phone service. They had amazing internet. It's pretty crazy. And to everyone, I'm gonna make a whole other video about that, but not right now. About everyone that like reached out to me and was worried about me during the storm, and all the emails I got, all the Facebook messages, all the Instagram messages, all the YouTube comments. Guys, I have like 500 missed comments from during Maria to now, and there's no way I'm gonna get to them. And I read through them, but I can't respond to everyone. And I hope that's understandable, because that's a lot. And I hope this live stream, everyone that wanted to ask a question could make it here. I'll do more live streams. So if you ever have a question, stay tuned. I want to try to schedule it to where y'all will know when I'm going to live stream, so it's not like a random event that just kind of happens. I know I told you yesterday, and I had it scheduled for today, actually. Um, but yeah, in the future, any questions you have, I would like to answer them in the live chat. And one of the things I did, if I had more time, is I would have like gone through them and like responded to them vocally. But I'm kind of, I only wanted to stream for like an hour, and I'm ready to stop streaming, even though I do enjoy it. Um, but regardless, in the future, and please, now that I'm like caught up and I have internet for at least this week while I'm here in Texas, send me an email, send me a Facebook message, send me something, and I will respond as long as I can. If you sent me something during the storm and you're really, really in, you really, really want to know the answer or whatever, send it to me now, because I'll see it. And I might not be able to see it in the future, and I won't respond to it probably if you sent it while I got 500 messages in the course of a couple weeks. So, yeah. Glad to see you're okay. I'm happy to hear you're going back to the island. I'll be in San Sebastian on the 29th of October. with my son. Also, I am a police officer in New Jersey and might go and we might go help. Oh, might go help. That'd be awesome. And if you want to come to the farm, you want to meet me, let me know. Hopefully, I can still be posting videos at that point or have internet to communicate with you guys. Get used to it, brother. Hurricane season ain't no joke in the island, but it is cool when you rebuild and work together with the community. My unit was supposed to go, but it didn't happen. Bummer. I wish you would have been able to go. I know you love the island. Do you know Roy from Dominica YouTube channel? Mist Productions? No, I do not. I've never heard of him before. That's how I was when I was growing up in Puerto Rico, so I know what you are talking about. No cell phone, no computer, no house phone, or only house phone. Not everyone had one either, and I'm only 45 years old. See, Puerto Rico took longer to get Americanized, so I guess they know more about it. But it's a beautiful way of life. Different, but beautiful. Next time I visit my parents in Las Marias, I'm going to try and meet you if that's okay. We're not far from that store at the entrance to Anones. Yeah, it's right where I am, so just let me know. And I would love to meet you. But okay, guys, I, uh, I live streamed. I told my story. I did everything that I wanted to do. Um, Tomorrow, like I said, I'll either post the video I just made about my experience, or I will post the recap or all like the footage that I have from the storm. I haven't decided. Depends on what I end up doing tomorrow and how much time I have, but I will definitely post something tomorrow, so get ready for that. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in, sitting down, and watching me for an hour. If you've been here for the whole hour, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you, everyone, for everything you do for me. Y'all don't even know what you do for me, some of y'all, and it just feels good to have y'all here worrying and caring about me. So yeah, I had a great day. I hope you guys had a great day. No hate, just love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I see I do that, but the video's not over yet because I have to stop it. Now I'm